Video game fanatics, from kids to businessmen, are packing into the nation's arcades to play Pac-Man. It's the latest electronic toy. It's already more popular than Space Invaders or Missile Command. So if you're a Pac-Man addict, there's good news.
Rated T for too much sass.
The morning stream. They're coming to get you, Barbara. There's one of them now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Monday, April 21st, 2025. I'm Scott. That's Brian.
Well, hi. Hello, and 1 week countdown until we're in the Sin City doing our thing. Till the event actually starts. Mm-hmm. Monday night. First official event of TMS.
Yep. People will be flowing in here and there. I'm coming in a little early, so are you. We obviously have a bunch of stuff going on, Sunday in preparation for a lot of stuff, but most of it comes to a head right around now. Well, a little later today, but, A
little later today, like basically 7 days and 6 hours from now.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's weird? So most years I go to Vegas at least twice, usually TMS Vegas and then some other trip. In fact, this year there's already a second one planned. I haven't even talked about it yet, but I'll definitely be doing that this year. Last year,
really?
Just the once. Last year, that was it.
Yeah, just the once from me last year too. 2022, I went twice because we went with Tanner and I did a second trip. I did a second trip in 2022 with Tristan, Barry, Chris Brown.
The real Chris Brown.
Sorry, I should be clear. The real Chris Brown.
Yeah, let's not mess that one up. Who else? Who else were you there? Barry was there? Was Barry there?
Barry was there, yeah. It was Barry, Tristan, Chris Brown. I can't remember who. That might have been. No, there definitely was somebody. Oh, it was CB's friend, maybe?
Uh-oh. Gotta watch out for
maybe?
CB's friend. Dangerous stuff there.
Yeah, very dangerous, this guy.
Yeah.
This guy kind of reminds me of John Turturro. And then I did go again in 2023 for a second concert with Chris Brown to see Elvis Costello and Nick Lowe at the Palms.
That's
I think
right.
It was.
That's
right.
right.
So that was a whole separate.
But 2024, man, single visit for both of us.
2024 weird. Single visit, yeah. Except you're saying that you might be doing a.
Yeah, there's talk of a thing happening in late June for me that is still being decided. Let's call it a potential concert. And I don't love those, but not really a live crowd guy. But I do like. If this all comes together, the kind of crowd and the kind of thing it is a little bit more down my road. So I'll tell more when I know. I just don't know yet.
Okay.
So,
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll probably
don't give me another excuse to go out there. Actually, you know what? Safest time for you to go and have me not invite myself along is late June because of the damn.
You got the MS-150, baby.
MS-150.
Perfect timing. Good. You're not going to be tempted at all.
You just saved me $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah.
Thank you. Finally. Good job.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Well, we got a lot to do today. We got a big week ahead of us because we got to prep for what's coming up. Now, before we do anything else, been holding on this for a little bit. I wanted to make sure it was okay with all the parties involved and all that. As you know, JJ Valentine passed away unexpectedly last week. Has it been a week already? Something like that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Good friend of the program. You know him. Some of you know him as Cowboy. He's been around forever. Used to raid with this guy. He used to come to all the Nerdtaculars. We've had him on this show a few times. Just a wonderful human being. He was unfortunately taken way too early in a car accident, and we have been wanting to do whatever we can to help since that moment in time. And through a little bit of back and forth, we can now officially tell you where you can go to help if you want to help out Renee and the girls and just kind of make a difference in their lives after this freaking horrendous loss. So there is a GoFundMe set up. Go and give what you can. GoFundMe.com/ Well, actually, you know what the easiest thing to do is? Don't even use this address. Just search for JJ Valentine. Super easy to find him. He's the first thing that comes up.
On GoFundMe.
On GoFundMe.com. This link is a little long.
It is. It's a sweet URL. I mean, for the record, it's gofundme.com/f/we will never forget JJ Valentine with hyphens between each of the words.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just hard to remember.
Hard to remember. So yeah, like you say, if you just search JJ Valentine, JJ without periods, without a space, just JJ.
It'll give it, even with the periods, it'll find it. Just put it in. It's pretty good at narrowing that down. But anyway, it's up there now. It's doing quite well, and they deserve all the help they can get. Renee is the best, and I just want her and her and their daughters to have a little bit of easier time during this freaking terrible loss. It's bad.
Horrible. Yeah, the girls are so big now. Like last time, that photo I sent you from like 3 or 4 years ago, it's like 2 different ladies now. Those 2 girls, they're growing into.
They were like kids, and they're growing up fast, and feels like no time at all has passed. In fact, I remember I was talking to my mom about this last night. She remembered this at Nerdtacular 2013, I think, first one up at Snowbird. He made a point of seeking out my mom and hugging her.
Aww.
Which is a thing JJ would do, 100% kind of guy he was. And she totally remembered it. She's sitting there in her bed going, "Oh yeah, I remember him. He was great." And she says, "You know, you don't have a lot of people of color out there. So it was nice to see." And I'm like, JJ would laugh at that so hard if I could tell him that.
He did. He called when he would call in, he'd call himself TMS's only black fan.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I know isn't true, but it sometimes feels like it. And anyway, she totally remembered that, and he's just the sweetest guy. So please, if you can, and certainly understand if you can't, but maybe hop over there and just read the nice stuff people are writing, and just kind of get a. If you never met JJ, I'm horribly sorry that you didn't, because he's one of the best of this community ever had in it, and it's up there for you now. So go to GoFundMe.com and then just search for JJ Valentine, and you will find him
for sure.
All right. Speaking of PSAs, Claire in our community.
Boy, she's a PSA in and of itself.
Isn't she, though? She's a real PSA.
Claire, the walking public service announcement.
That's right. All in caps most of the time.
All caps public service. She's ACPSA.
That's right.
All caps public service announcement.
Well, she wants to try to gauge interest in a possible EU, European Union style, UK, something like that, meetup for fans and listeners who might be in that general zone. So Europeans, I don't think it has any restrictions in terms of which part of the EU it covers, and that it even includes the recently Brexited UK. So all of you, or Britain, I suppose. Anyway, she wants to gauge all that. How to gauge it? Well, I want you to reach out to her on our Discord. Her name on Discord is Claire Gak, CLAREGAK. And if you do that, toss her a DM. There's a thing in there.
There's actually a chat. Yeah, in the Frog Pants Discord, there is a. What is it called? It's in the meetup forum. It disappeared on me because Euro Tadpool meetup testing the waters topic.
Yeah, so which is like kind of an insane thing to easily tell over a show, which is why.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying seek her out if you can't. If you're not already part of our forums, like Brian said, you'll be able to find it pretty easy if you're already in there. It's just there.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you are new to it, or you're not in our group, or you don't belong to our server, you can reach out to Claire directly and let her know that you may have some interest. We would love it if you would do that. Okay, so let her know.
Yeah.
Get with her. Don't worry, she won't all caps yell at you. It's only for us that she does that. Okay, she's very nice to people she doesn't know. It's only
very, very nice.
It's only her big American brothers that she gives shit to all the time.
That's right, exactly. That's who she saves all the shit for.
Yeah,
the two of us.
It's for us, not you. All right.
Yeah.
Enough PSAs. It's time for a phone call. I'm very sad that we're not going to see him in Vegas, but Tanner called in. I know, it's a bummer. It sucks.
Yeah.
Not seeing Tanner.
I'm a lot in May over Zoom though, because our D&D campaigns are ramping back up, so they're going to start back up in May, and I still need to roll my bard fighter, barbarian. No, what is it? It's a bard.
It's a
fighter, I guess it is.
It's like a subclass, or you did a combo hybrid.
Yeah, combo class. Yeah.
Nice.
I need to write a whole backstory. Maybe somebody can help me in Vegas come up with a backstory for my bard.
The John Jagger would be very happy that you're doing this. He thinks the bard's the greatest.
I wish he was coming, man.
I know. I wish all those guys were coming. That'd be great.
We had talked about him and Bo coming at one point, but
last year, and then things happened and got crazy, and then this year.
Oh, Travis is going to help me out. Awesome.
Oh, good. Travis, you got them all. You can hook him up. All right.
You and me, Glitter Gulch Tiki Bar, Bard backstory writing.
Good Lord.
Perfect.
That sounds like a combo worth reckoning with. That's good.
I have not yet checked out the Glitter Gulch Tiki Lounge. I need to check it out. I'm jonesing for a tiki bar.
Is that new? Been up there just for a bit?
Yeah,
or?
brand new.
Oh, I kind of want to see that too.
All the other tiki bars you have to drive from the strip to get to, and this is the first. Well, not strip, Fremont Street, but both of them, right? Like all the other tiki bars were way off strip. You had Frankie's, or you still have Frankie's, and Golden Tiki. Golden Tiki by far is the best tiki bar in Vegas, but that might change once I get to Glitter Gulch, and it's actually stumbling distance from the plaza.
Oh yeah, you could be literally stumbling out of the plaza and on your way to get more booze. That's a great idea. I like it. I want to go. I didn't know it was that close. I'll go in there.
Yeah, come with us.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure they'll make you a virgin zombie.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be my new Shaun of the Dead sequel.
The Virgin Zombie, Shaun of the Dead 2. I love
Virgin Zombie Diaries. Anyway, Tanner called in.
Yeah, Tanner called in. He had this to say about movies and sneaking around when you're a kid and staying in the theater all day. That stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
So let's see what he has to say.
Hey, Scott and Brian. It's Tanner. You guys were talking on a recent episode about going to the movie theater and seeing multiple movies. So when I was in high school, we would do that frequently. We would get like a calendar or open the newspaper, which is where you would look at the movie times, and we would circle a whole bunch of movies, like 6 or 7, and we'd go in the morning and watch the first movie, go out, go to the bathroom, hang out there for a little bit, go into the second movie, and then go back into the bathroom, so on and so on. We did this quite a few times, never got caught. I really think that the minimum wage employees at the movie theater really don't care. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It would be harder now, though, with preserved seats. Back then, we didn't have to do that. But anyway, sparked a memory that I had. Love the show. Goodbye.
Yeah, you kind of alluded to this. I don't know that that would work very well with the assigned seats today. Or maybe that was an additional bit of security they accidentally got because the demand for reserved seating was definitely high. People wanted this, but it also had the side effect of making people less able to cheat the system and
to just stick around and And,
but I still think if it's a movie that's not like doing bank, it's just there.
Yeah.
And you sneak into the bathroom, come back. They're not going to check the weirder outlying seats. Or if someone says, "Oh, I think you're in my seat," you just move. And if you go, like, if you do this deal closer to the, like, do your little bathroom hangout or go to the concessions or whatever, and come as close to the start time of the movie, chances are, even if you have to get up during the trailers, you probably can find an empty spot, certainly in the corners, the back corners, where nobody picks the assigned seats anyway, unless they're necking. They might be back there and necking. Oh my gosh, our parents' generation sure liked to use the term necking, didn't they? They loved it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
it never carried on? We never said it. It's
really
stupid. I never went, I was necking with my girl. Nobody said it but our parents. Nobody.
No, we called it making out. Like, you go to, at least here in Denver, we called it making out. There's Lookout Mountain, which has a nice little parking area that overlooks the whole city, and people would go up there to make out.
Yeah, all you do is make out. We would sometimes say macking on her. I was macking on my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just a version of the making out thing. But I think they still say this. I don't think it's changed. I think I think Neckin died with our parents.
I think hooking up probably is what they.
Oh, do they say that now?
Does hooking up only mean doing it?
I thought hooking up required an end result of the wiener and the vagina got to know each other.
Pedro in Virginia.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Pedro had to drive to Virginia for that to be I don't know, actually. Now that you say it, I don't know.
Let us know, you kids these days, the huge throng of millennials that think we're cool enough to listen to. Let us know what they call it.
Yeah, I think that's the Z's now. I don't even think millennials are like 40s, aren't they? What are millennials now? Are you guys all in your like late 30s and 40s?
Late 20s, 30s, yeah.
I think Z's are like Nick's a Z. Carter's a Z.
He's in his late 20s, right?
He's 24, almost 25.
Okay, mid 20s.
Taylor or Carter technically is a Z. She's maybe elder Z, so she's 27.
Okay.
We're aging quick. We are aging out is what we're doing.
We really are. Yeah.
Some horse shit. Speaking of movies, though, you saw one.
Yeah, I did. We went to the movies yesterday afternoon. We don't have grandkids, Scott. We don't have, our kids our son and his fiance had to work yesterday. So really, we just went and had lunch with Tina's mom for Easter. Took her over some ham, some deviled eggs, some scalloped potatoes, etc. And then we went to the movies and saw Drop.
Ooh. I don't know what that is.
Movie starring, it's a Blumhouse production starring Megan Fahey, who, did you watch? Where are you in White Lotus? Are you watching White Lotus?
I'm a whole season behind. No, I saw last season, so I just don't know about this season. Okay. So I don't know where.
You saw last season. So you might vaguely remember the two couples that went to the White Lotus together, Aubrey Plaza being one of those couples, and then the other couple, the blonde lady, her name is Megan Fahey. The actress is Megan Fahey.
I see her face now. I know who this is. Yep, I do remember from that. Okay.
Yep. Anyway, we're about to see a Megan Fahey renaissance because she's going to be in everything after this. This is her first kind of leading lady role, but she plays a woman going on a first date, and she meets her date at this fancy restaurant at the top of a building in, I think, Chicago, it looks like. And they're the person on the plane, and they've got somebody next to them. They've got Cillian Murphy telling him to do all this stuff, and they can't alert the flight attendants or the security or anything like that. Very similar to that style.
It feels like about 30% of the Black Mirror episode plot lines. You know what I mean?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of them do this thing where it's like.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. This is right up my alley, dude. I'm going to watch this, the hell out of this. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's good. And then once you've seen it, I have a very big complaint that I'm going to want to talk to you about, but it won't obviously it won't make any sense until you see it. And it's a little bit of it's like yeah, that is an interesting thing, but we'll talk about it after you see it.
Okay.
Sinners, everybody's talking about Sinners, and if we weren't seeing Drop yesterday, we would have seen Sinners. There was no time that really worked out well with having lunch with Tina's mom. Possibly I could see us maybe seeing Sinners this week, but there's so much prep before Vegas that I don't know.
Yeah, we were going to try to too, but I don't know how we're going to get it in. We could try, but we might not make it. By the way, Michael Landon, Michael Landon from our childhood?
Yeah, from Touched by an Angel and Little House on the Prairie and stuff like that. Yeah. Is this his son?
That's he's the father of Christopher Landon, director of this film.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay, I saw Landon. I thought I didn't give it any further thought to look it up, but
I looked it up, but he doesn't look much like his dad. He's not really got his face necessarily.
No, he looks like if Tom Brady was a Sarsgaard.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom Brady Sarsgaard. That's dead on.
Tom Brady Sarsgaard.
Yeah, I saw that name and I just went, Landon. How many Landons are there? Turns out he's related to the one we're thinking of.
So this guy actually wrote, he was screenwriter for Disturbia, did most of the films in the Paranormal Activity series, Happy Death Day, Freaky, We Have a Ghost. Like he's been doing stuff with the Blumhouse universe for a while.
Yeah, he's doing the horror, all the horror movies.
The horror.
How many did he? Let's see. Did he direct the original? No, he didn't direct the original Paranormal, but
no,
he wrote.
He didn't start directing them until the marked ones.
And I'd heard really good things about Happy Death Day.
Yeah, it's a comedy horror Groundhog Day.
I think I could get into that. Let's see.
I think you might like it. Happy Death Day to you becomes self-aware of it becomes aware of itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
loses its footing a little bit.
Yeah. Happy Death Day, I'd say is really good. Happy Death Day 2 to you is it's funny. It has its moments.
That's interesting.
But, yeah.
All right.
And Freaky is basically a Freaky Friday horror with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, that sounds all right.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good too. I can't remember who else is in it. Catherine Newton.
Oh,
love.
Yeah.
Her
brother Fig is one of my favorite actors. Fig Newton. Juice and Fig Newton.
She's your Ant-Man's daughter, Stature. Coming soon to a Young Avengers movie near you.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that's a thing. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
They're setting everything up. They have to. So anyway, drop. Good.
How many? What'd you get? What score? We need a score.
Oh, I will give it 3 3/4 vibrate modes out of 5.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
vibrate modes. Because the phone's always
it's going.
Okay. No, I like that.
There's a lot of that in the movie.
Well, there you have it. That looks great. What's it called again? Sorry, drops.
It's just called drop. DROP drop.
So it really is kind of based on airdrop. That's the whole.
It is. It 100% is. Yeah. Like this doesn't work without technology of being able to send a message to somebody in proximity to you who happens to have that feature unlocked on their phone.
Right. I had that happen on a plane once. I declined it because it weirded me out. I was like, I'm not talking to whoever this is.
There was some dude who was sending photos of hijacking material to people on a plane.
Oh yeah, he got big time busted for that, right?
Big time busted, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of screwed.
I think we're gonna have some fun at TMS Vegas seeing whose airdrop is open.
Yeah. Whoa, Christopher Landon wrote that new Hard Eyes horror movie. I've been wanting to see that.
Oh, really?
Look at all this Michael Landon's kids do cool stuff, business going on. Although maybe growing up in that house was scary or something because it's all horror stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. Cool. We're going to play a game. Dunaway on his way. On his way.
On his way.
He might be in his own way. I don't know. I don't know what he does.
I mean, of course he's in his own way. You kidding me?
Yeah, it could be.
Are you kidding me here with that?
So we're going to make that happen if I can get him to ring through here. Looks like it's sort of working. Okay. Ringing. He no answer. We hope he answer. Here he answer. All right, Brian Dunaway joins us for a little bit of the Monday Half-Asses. Hello, Brian. How are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Hello there.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
How are you doing? Are you doing all right? You hanging in there?
Obviously, with you could tell from all the hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's a lot of hellos.
I made it through Easter, and here we are on the other side.
It feels like I barely made it through Easter with how much we had to travel around, and I got more family this week. Everyone's deciding that they want to do all this stuff the week before I leave. All my extended family coming in town again. I know it's all for good things, like meeting my mom and trying to do meetings with the people who are doing the care and all that. We're at this pivot point. It's all just a little insane, though, because I'm like, you guys, me and 2 of my sisters are going to be in Vegas. We have to, figure this shit out. So quit overwhelming me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough about my complaints. Let's get going here. Hey, Brian, we're going to play a game. You're going to win or lose. I don't know which, but Brian Ibbott's going to have to explain the rules first, or else we won't know what to do.
I know I'll always win. Welcome to the Morning Half-Asses, a trivia game where I'm going to be giving you 2 the answers. I'm going to give Scott and Brian a category and 6 possible answers. 3 of those answers are correct. 3 of them, like having your date wonder why you keep looking at your phone, is incorrect. Depending on how confident you feel with each category, you can provide 1, 2, or 3 guesses. But if you get any of those guesses wrong, you get 0 points for that round. You want to get them all right, or get out, or GTFO, because getting 1 wrong doesn't matter how many you get right. You get 1 right, you get a point. Get 2 right, you get 3 points. Get 3 right, you get 5 points. I almost forgot how many points you get for these things. The player with the most points after 3 rounds wins the prize for their contestant. And I've pulled us a couple of contestants from members of the Tadpool that aren't able to be here live. Scott, you're playing for Chris in Philadelphia. Chris Terrell in Philadelphia.
That's awesome. Real quick, while we're talking about Chris, for some reason it kicked me out to an error page, and then when I try to get back in, it says game is full.
Let me reload and see if that solves it. Oh, that's going to give Brian quite the advantage. All right, see if it.
Yeah.
I'll refresh. Hold on here.
Okay.
It says game is full.
All right. I will reset players. So that should kick both of you out.
Yeah.
Now try it.
All
I didn't do anything. Why do I have to
I know
suffer?
it's not your fault. There you go. You're in. I'm in. We're all in. Everyone's in.
Cool.
Okay.
Good. All right. You're in. You're in. I'm in.
You're
I'm
in.
You're in.
You're in. Hyman.
I'm in.
What?
You're in. I still
Ryan-
don't know how to play card sharks. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Climb out of that. You're in. I'll teach you. Oh, I can't teach you in Vegas because you're not coming. Damn it. Brian, you're going to be playing for Marcus in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts.
Oh.
Ooh, that is a long place to live.
It is a long place to live. That's a long address to have to keep writing on envelopes. That's there you go. There are our winners or our players. I'll tell you the prizes after the game. Let's get
There are
to the
winners.
game. Those are our winners. They both win. You
Sure.
know
Yeah,
the
they're- yeah.
deal.
Everybody wins. Everybody
They actually
wins.
both get a copy of Card Sharks.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to your first category. Did you guys see Gladiator 2? Did you see the
I
sequel?
did. I did. In theaters.
I didn't
This'll-
see it yet. It's on my list.
Oh, gosh. Well, there might be an advantage. No, not really. Name which of these 6 are famous gladiators. Your choices are Plutarch, Plotinus, Flamma, Xenophon, Crixus, and Tetrates.
Good
All
lord.
sound like
Tetrates.
pseudo curse words.
Yeah.
Plutarch,
Kinda do.
Plutarch.
or maybe some Klingon. Say it like Klingon. Can you
Plutarch.
say
Plutarch. Pontius is without honor.
You got pluck in my Plutarch.
So 3 of these all sound like bullshit, but obviously 3 are right.
Yeah.
I'm a xenophone. I'm fighting,
won't-
gladiating.
Well, it won't let me select. Is that?
What?
Is it
Really?
showing-
Oh,
It says
kicked
open
you out
audience.
again.
Yeah, okay, here we go. What?
I'm gonna
I'm
reset
sorry, I've already
players
answered
again.
mine. I've already, and it's too late. It's too late.
You're gonna have to remember what you picked
Son of
because you're gonna
a-
have to pick it again. I'm gonna
Son
reset
of a-
the game and let's see if Scott can get in.
All right, let's try this again. Is it all set? Can I get in?
Try it now. See if you can get in.
All right, here we go.
It's right now. See if you can get in.
There
Yeah, all
we
right.
go.
Okay.
This is the conversation to have in my.
Oh, it looks like
another.
it's good. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me give you
All right.
these again. Okay, good. Now hide your screen before you show Brian what you're choosing.
Yeah, I got to move it. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, there we go. It's working this time.
All right, good.
That was really weird.
I tried to click on Scott as a gladiator, but that's not an option. Apparently, it's just on the screen. Scott.
Scotticus Johnsonicus.
Maximus. All right, I have chosen 2 out of the many options.
You have chosen
You-
poorly.
Have both chosen the same 2. You both chose
Really?
Plotinus and Tetrates or Tetrates. I don't know how the second one's pronounced. Tetraites.
Yeah, that's people who
Tetris.
play Tetris professionally. That's the
That's
Yeah,
right.
he's-
Yes.
He's six-sided. What is he? What is the tetra? I can't remember.
Tetrahedron.
Six.
It's definitely not 6. What is
10.
What
Oh,
is,
16. No.
10, isn't it?
10, yeah.
It's a
yeah,
10. Yeah,
tetrahedron.
yeah.
Tetrahedron.
Yeah,
is
that's
the-
Yeah.
Right.
Tetra something. Anyway,
That is correct, by the way. Tetraites. Is,
Tetrades.
is correct.
It's pronounced Tetrades, but you know, by all means.
I don't think it is. I don't think it
I'm
is
kidding. I
because-
don't know.
Well, it might be. It might be the TES. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that is correct. Good job. Your other choice was Plotinus or Plotinus. Plotinus was a philosopher.
damn it!
Oh, really?
Yeah, Flamma and Crixus were also gladiators. Plutarch is a writer, and Xenophon is a philosopher as well.
Crixus, I think they used in one of these shows or movies, maybe one of the Spartacus show or something. And so I thought that was a trick. Like it was
I
like
played the Xenophone in marching band.
Did you? Sweet.
Yeah.
You're real good at it. I played the
very
Plutarch.
good.
Nobody would date me when I played the Plutarch
Xenophone.
or Tarch. Anyway,
Turk.
whatever it is.
All right, let's get to question number 2.
Question number
Music.
2.
Music, far more closer to things that we are more familiar with. Which of these songs contain the word sapphire? Sapphire, please come to the main stage. Which of these songs contain the word sapphire? Circle of Life by Elton John. Let's Do It by Cole Porter. The Weight by the band. My Ship by Kurt Weill and Ira Gershwin. Get Behind the Mule by Tom Waits. And Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles.
My gosh, dude. I don't effing know. Scott's gonna take a guess. He don't know
Yeah,
shit.
You're gonna have to take guesses, all right? Brian, not even guessing yet, Brian is.
well,
no, it just bumped you
I'm-
out again, Scott. What'd you do?
I'm nothing. Just sitting here looking at it. No idea.
What'd you do?
Me no know. Something wrong with system.
Can you rejoin?
Let me try. Did it let me back in? No. Can I get?
I can reset game again. There's no points on the first.
It did let me in. I don't know why, but now I don't have the window for adding my answers. Maybe it'll clear.
Maybe
it'll clear. All right, well, let's give it a shot. See what happens.
All right, so now I can choose mine now.
Yeah,
you can choose yours now.
Okay, I was hesitant.
Don't look at the YouTube video.
Don't look at the YouTube video. Scott showing his.
Yes.
I never had YouTube video pulled up. Dang it.
It's all I've got. It's all I have.
Yeah.
It doesn't
mean
me,
he's right.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm right, but I only got one window right now.
Facts. All right, I don't know. I'm just locking in for 2. I'm locking in 2. I don't know. I got no clue.
All right. Well, good news is you. Let's see. You all chose different ones. Both of you chose. You chose 4 of them, but you have chosen
poorly.
Between the 2 of you, you have chosen the correct 3 answers. Yes.
Oh, that means does that mean we also selected the wrong?
Well, possibly.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Let's see what we did.
TRPW says technically Elton John wrote the music to Circle of Life. Tim Rice wrote the words, so Tim Rice wrote Sapphire if it's there. The question isn't the songs that were written. Elton John released the song, right? It was an Elton John song.
Oh yeah.
I see what you mean. I do know what you mean, TRPW, but that is a tenuous well, actually. It's a very flimsy well, actually.
Yeah. TRPW starts with tenuous today with the T.
Would you right. When you pull up that song in a streaming service, it says Circle of Life by Elton John. It doesn't say Circle of Life by
whenever I hear this, I always just want to go, fart?
Fart?
Right.
It's like, he's doing this little back and forth, little Mortal Kombat move. And he's just...
I like it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Circle of Life is correct. That is one of the songs that contains the word Sapphire. So Tim Rice, or as TRPW put, Time Rice, did put the word Sapphire into the song Circle of Life. My Ship by Kurt Weill and Ira Gershwin also contains the word Sapphire. That means that one of you is right and one of you is wrong with your other guess. And I'm going to tell you it is not Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It is Get Behind the Mule by Tom Waits.
Scott.
Completely guessed.
The only one of these songs that I don't know is Get Behind the Mule by Tom Waits. I know a lot of Tom Waits music, but I don't know that one.
I guessed at it because it just seemed obscure, and I don't know. Just seemed like a good guess.
What do you think the lyric is, Scott?
I have no idea. It probably him going, sometimes a mule gets some sapphires. I don't know. I have no idea.
Exactly.
Really weird. All right.
I got hit in the face.
Now, how will this show me the screen? I guess I can try refreshing it again. I don't know what to do. Should I just?
I don't know either because the if I reset game, it'll write away your points.
Good news.
Oh, that would be too bad. That would be horrible.
Good news. Well, here's the bad news. The good news is it gave me a window to say open for audience, so I did that. Yep. But it's still the same window. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Now I have 2 audience windows, and it took away my lock-in window.
Oh,
perhaps
no, really?
You should check your cookies.
Let's see what happens when we do question number 3.
Yeah, try resetting it. There we go. Okay, I think we're okay. I think.
Okay. All right.
You think you have Cookie Monster?
You have Cookie?
Problem?
You have Cookie?
Which of these are states that are also avenues in Monopoly? In the game Monopoly, you got all the avenues on there. Which of these are states that are also avenues? Your choices are Massachusetts, North Carolina, Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, and Vermont. 3 of those are avenues in Monopoly.
Well, shit. I know one for sure, but why is the rest... Well, the rest of it's messing with me. I don't think North Carolina's in there. All right. But maybe it is? Shit. I'm just being safe.
Okay. All right.
Scared.
Scott locked in with 2. Brian locked in with 3.
I had
Scott's
to.
going to this
I
round
didn't have to. Darn it.
You didn't have to. Let's see here. Brian, Scott's coming into this game or this round with 3 points. So, yeah, Brian, if you only did 2, you could tie if Scott gets it wrong, or you could beat him with 3 if you got all 3 of yours right. Let's
I'm gonna
see
beat him with 3. Here it comes.
what you got.
Yeah.
Illinois. Yeah, that's in the red zone. Illinois.
That was
Illinois
the only
Avenue.
one I knew for sure.
That is a. By the way, Illinois. The whole red zone is your best. The red and the orange
The
are
most
your
effective.
two best. Right, exactly. Those are your best properties to go for because they are landed on the most frequently, thanks to their proximity to jail. So Illinois, correct. Good job. You both selected that one, so that's good.
Illinois.
Down in the light blue area, you've got Vermont on that first stretch, the second cheapest batch of hotel or of properties in the game. Vermont Avenue being one of them. Well done. Very good. That means those are the 2 Scott selected. So he's good so far.
Oh, he wins then.
Well, we don't know.
You also chose. Yeah, he
point-wise, you
that gives
won.
him 6 points. And even if you get Michigan right, which
I wasn't sure about Michigan.
Oh, shit.
Michigan
North
is
Carolina.
incorrect.
Damn it.
Yeah. North Carolina Avenue in the green zone. Massachusetts, Ohio, and Michigan, not avenues in the game.
I don't know why North Carolina sounded, and I hope I didn't screw you up, Dunaway, make you not choose North Carolina.
You did. I was hovering over it, and then Scott said, "Nope, not North Carolina."
Really? Oh man, that would have been great.
Damn. Oh, it kicked me out again. This thing doesn't like me at all. It's weird.
Golly, yeah, it's giving you problems today.
I don't know why. It's really weird.
The good news is that Scott, you won despite your browser giving you fits.
Yeah.
Which means that because of that, Chris Terrell in Philadelphia also wins a pair of games courtesy of Wesley. Racine and Cavern of Dreams are coming your way.
Good. Nicely
Chris in
done.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But Marcus in East Longmeadow, Mass, you're getting a game as well. Nomad Survival. I know nothing about any of these games, but perhaps you guys do. But
I don't think I know it. This is one of those days where I don't know any of these titles offhand. I don't think.
Gotcha.
Nomad Survival sounds awesome because it sounds.
It looks like a retro 8-bit kind of thing. That looks pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah?
Really? Oh, nice.
I'd be down with that. That's cool. Well, there you have it then. Nicely done, everyone involved. That means you get one of these.
Congratulations.
And Dunaway, you get a. Sorry, man. Sorry. But the good news is,
my week was going so good too.
It's going to go great later because today at 4 p.m. we're doing Play Retro and we're talking about a really great old game. Tell people what we're doing, Dunaway.
Absolutely. So we're looking at Thief: The Dark Project. Oh, did I play much of this back in the day? No, I did not. Did I play a lot of it this past week? Yeah, I did.
You did?
And yeah, it's it moved up in ranks quickly. I see why it is so well regarded. Played Thief 1 and 2. Scott, are you a Thief head?
I am a Thief head. I love the Thief. Yep. When we decided to do this one, it was a great pick for me because Thief was an incredible game in its day, and it's hard to believe 20 years have passed or more since we first got it. So
I completed the demo from the PC Gamer back in the day. That's about it.
Oh man, so you're in for some real fun. Yeah, I wish there's a lot of games that benefited from some of the ideas in Thief, and we still see it today in some games, but they've never properly been able to bring Thief itself back, and it's a bummer, and it sucks. There's no reason they shouldn't do it.
Like a stealth game where you're trying to sneak around and steal stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Like imagine like Rogue. It's like Rogue the game because basically it's daggers and arrows and all that shit. Like it's what you think it is when you hear the term Thief. Yeah.
Good news. There's some stuff coming up in 2026 with the Thief property. But we'll also be talking about Coconut Monkey from PC Gamer. Remember that? Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Little Coconut Monkey?
I remember
popped
that.
Up? Yeah. I didn't. I sure did crap. But Jesus.
Well, that's all coming up later, 4 p.m. Catch it live here at frogpants.tv or twitch.tv/frogpants. Either one will get it. And Brian Dunaway, I just wanted to tell you to kiss
I love you too.
our butts. Okay. He's out of here. All right. We got time for a little bit of news, so we're going to do some. Yeah. Here it comes. It's time for the news brought to you by Daily Music Headlines. Go to dailymusicheadlines.com to sign up. Today, find out about a couple brand new cover songs. One from Snoop that he released on 420.
Go figure. Tom Petty, sort of a Tom Petty cover / reimagining. He actually released a music video for it yesterday as opposed to the song which came out last year. Also, Marilyn Manson dropped a brand new cover yesterday. And if you've been waiting for this moment for all your life, you might be able to guess what song he covered. The Who, after kicking Ringo Starr's son, Zach Starkey, out of the band last week, have decided to welcome him back with peace and love. Find out more about that by going to dailymusicheadlines.com.
Oh my gosh, you think Dad called in a favor? You think he got all weird about it or something?
No, I think that I think Roger Daltrey was a little bit of a hothead, overreacted, and Pete Townsend, who is the level-headed member of the group, said, "No, let's give him another chance," and pulled him back in.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. Everything's okay then.
One knows what it's like to be a hater.
Virginia flag. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's in the news.
This is a real Virginia flag. We're not talking about your euphemism, Virginia.
No,
right?
Or a flag associated with your euphemistic use of the word Virginia. No.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Actual state of Virginia, historied state in this fair union of ours. A little less fair these days, but whatever. We're working on it. The flag looks like this. Here, I'll see if I can make a bigger version of it. Image and new tab. Let's just make it larger. Okay, so there you go. You get an idea of what we're talking about here because this thing has a little boobie on it. Okay,
it does have a little boobie on it. Guess how many boobs I saw today, Marge?
Yeah,
one.
Guess how many? One boob. Whoops, shit. That's not going to work. Hold on, let me fix that. All right. Anyway, while I try to f up the screen, there's a boob on this flag. And here's the deal. The Virginia's bare-breasted state flag and a lesson about the Commonwealth of Virginia have been banned for some students in a Texas school district. So Texas getting all prudy about the boobie. Prudy boobie.
Why does Texas care about the Virginia flag? Care about your own boring-ass Lone Star flag?
Well, it's because you have other states' histories in your school system. So it's like, oh, we're going to learn today the history of Idaho, and here is their flag, and here is how they were founded, and they became a state on such and such. It's like that kind of stuff. And as it turns out, their flag's got a big old teat right there. The big picture. Lamar, let's see, school district around 30 minutes from Houston last fall removed a section of, about Virginia from its online learning platform used by 3rd to 5th graders. Texas Freedom to Read Project co-director Ann Russi tells Axios. The reason, the bare breast on Virginia's flag, a picture of which is included in the lesson. It violated the district's recent adopted ban on any, quote, any visual depictions or illustrations of frontal nudity in elementary school library material. That's according to what the Lamar district confirmed to Russi and the Freedom of Information Act request.
No complaints about the fact that she looks like she's carrying an award from the porn awards.
Yeah, what the hell is that thing? Jeez. I don't like that at all.
What's it called that they have in Vegas during CES every year? The
AVNs? Is that the one?
AVNs. It looks like she's carrying an award from the AVNs.
It's also, they don't talk about how she's standing on who's she standing on? A king? I think that's what that is. Let me zoom in some and then see if I can show it. There we go. So this guy's with his crown off to the side. I assume that's a king.
I guess so. Yeah.
He's not really dressed like a king.
She decrowned him.
Yeah, and then had a wardrobe malfunction in the process.
Yeah. Gonna have you naked by the end of this flag.
That's right. I don't know why they're so uptight about it, but they are. They said, let's see, the lesson notes that the state seal and flag depict the Roman goddess Virtus standing over a defeated tyrant, along with the state's motto, Sic Semper Tyrannus. That motto, the lesson tells students, means thus always to tyrants. Well, I agree. If you're going to have, whether your boobie's out or not, stamp out the tyrants. They hate those guys. They're dicks.
Always to tyrants.
That's right. Smush them. Smush them with your bare feet and your big pencil-like trophy penis thing, and then your boob with your boob out.
There's a little bit of a follow-up, though. Quentin Tarantino loves this flag, so...
He's super into it, but not for the boob, it turns out. It's these down here.
Super into the foot real close to this guy's face.
Yeah. If he would make any change, it would be get rid of the guy's slippers as well, or get rid of his sandals.
There's only 2 bare feet on this flag.
Yeah, what's
I
going
want
on?
4 bare feet.
Yeah, I'm going to make this my 10th movie. Yeah. Then I'm going to retire. Anyway. So there's that. Good luck down there in Texas. Man who didn't want to look after girlfriend's pets sent a bomb threat to the cruise she was on. This is how he got out of having the pets.
Jeez.
It's an extreme move by this guy.
I don't want to watch your dog.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a threat. Make the whole cruise not happen. 19-year-old man who was upset at his girlfriend for going on a cruise has been sent to prison for making a bomb threat to the ship. Joshua Lowe from Michigan admitted he was annoyed that he had to watch pets while his partner and her family went on a Caribbean cruise, leading to him to take drastic measures. Sending an email to Carnival Corp Cruise Lines, Mr. Lowe casually wrote the following, quote, "Hey, I think someone might have a bomb on your Sunrise cruise ship," unquote. Dude, what a dumbass.
Wow. No kidding.
What do you think what did he think was going to happen?
Yeah, my gosh, I'm glad they figured out like it was an anonymous threat. I mean, like glad it was traceable, basically, back to him.
Yeah, because he's that dumb. Says what followed was a search of over 1,000 rooms. So they went and searched all 1,000 rooms of the ship. The Sunrise liner was headed to Jamaica and had to be diverted to a different port after authorities were alerted. Assistant U.S. Attorney Niels Kessler said FBI agents traced the email to Lowe, who was living with his girlfriend's family. There's your other problem.
Real class act, too.
Yeah, real class act. Lowe admitted to sending the message, but he was quite upset that the family went on the cruise while leaving him behind to care for the pets. Anyone making a bomb threat should expect to be taken at his word, says the court filing. Fortunately, this particular hoax did not result in injury of any kind. So that's good. He was sentenced to 8 months in prison for making the false bomb threat on Monday. The offense carries a maximum penalty up to 5 years. In a letter to U.S. District Judge Paul Maloney, Mr. Lowe said, "This is all my fault and I take full responsibility, man."
Well, yeah, good, because you're going to get sued by a bunch of people who either bought excursions on Jamaica that had to get diverted and ruined our trip and caused us inconvenience and heartache and all that sort of thing. Dude's about to get a lot of lawsuits.
Yeah, you're not done. You're 5 months or 8 months, however long you're in jail. That will not be the end of this, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
so good luck to you. Before I forget, because we just got news about this, the Pope died. Pope died, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And the Pope died on Easter. Now.
Oh, right. Didn't even think about that. Jeez. Okay.
Now, here's the problem with that.
There's probably people reading a lot into that, aren't there?
That's exactly my point. I hate that because it's coincidental. It's the definition of coincidental, but it won't matter. People are going to tie this somehow to the idea that he died on Easter. Yet again, proof that the Pope is the all-wielding blip, 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 blip. And I don't know,
like a black eye on your wedding day, like the Pope dying on Easter Sunday.
And I don't know if, Ray Fiennes has voted yet on who he's going to pick for the new guy.
Right,
but
exactly. Oh, my God. I'm so glad that this happened after, we all know what they have to do. All right, get everybody together. They got to have their little polling, their silent auction, ding the bell.
It hasn't happened yet, right? No smoke, white smoke or anything?
Oh gosh, no! I think it's too soon. I think it's going to be. They haven't even people. The cardinals have not even fully yet assembled in the Vatican to do the deal. So
let's see here. I mean, just think about one of the last things that Pope got to see was the back of Vance's head, that ugly head walking away. That's one of the last visions in his head. What a nightmare. But anyway, weird to have your Pope die on your. I mean, did it happen within the days, hours of, or did it happen early this morning? That's my question here.
I thought it happened. Yeah, I thought 7:30 last night is when the news came in, and then it got reported a little bit later.
It must be.
But I'm not 100% sure. I had the news on this morning in the background. I could have sworn I heard them say 7:30 or something.
Here we go. Died at the age of 88 on the 21st. Oh, that is today. Hold on.
Oh, 7:30 a.m. Okay, 7:30 a.m. Monday. So this morning at 7:30.
Oh, good. Right. Maybe we dodged that bullet then. Because I hate when people...
The Pope didn't.
No, the Pope didn't. That slow 88-year-old bullet finally got him.
That's right. Finally got him.
Yeah. He, of all the popes that have been around in my lifetime, I think he was probably my favorite. if he can have a favorite pope.
Yeah.
He's seemed like a good guy, kind of progressive in a weird way. Wanted, had more messages about taking care of all people and not just, the elite folks. Did
you ever see the two popes with it's Anthony, it's Hannibal Lecter?
Oh, Anthony. Why did Anthony Kiedis come to my mind?
Perkins came to my mind. Anyway, and Jonathan Pryce.
Jonathan Pryce looks like the frickin' Pope.
He does. That's what I was going to say. It's like, that is such a great Hopkins. Thank you, Luke Skywalker. But that is such a great film to watch now because it does, just because Jonathan Pryce looks so much like him. It's a really good role and a really good movie.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I need to. I meant to and didn't. I like those movies. I liked the new Vote Pope thing that we just watched. Conclave was awesome.
Conclave was really, really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Popes are going to be very popular.
Yeah, very popular. Popular. That's going to do it for our news today. We're going to take a break. When we come back from said break, we are going to hang out with Steven Schleicher. Turns out there's a lot of Star Wars shit that just dropped. Okay.
There is, yes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. It's actually good because I missed all of it. I've been so busy, I haven't had time. So I don't know. I know about a Mandalorian trailer. It's all I know. It's all I know
about a new movie, but I'm curious if there's a new video game too. Yeah.
Oh, the game I knew about. For the game got leaked actually like a week and a half ago.
Did it?
But nobody was sure what was going on, and it's all been confirmed. It's exactly what I was hoping it was going to be. I'm so excited.
Oh, really? It's XCOM, right? I guess we'll talk about it more.
It's basically XCOM and Star Wars, yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. Before that, though, Brian, why don't you tell us about this song we've been teasing?
Yeah, this is a song. This is something different from us, although it's gonna different source, I guess. This is a performer named Tunde Adebimpe. He's got a brand new album. It's his debut solo album. It's called The Black Bolts, and it's available now via Sub Pop Records. He is the singer of the band TV on the Radio, so you've heard this guy before. He also co-founded the band. This guy is amazing. Really, really good stuff. And this song, it kind of goes a whole different direction from TV on the Radio with more of a dancey, synth-heavy track. The song is called Somebody New. Here is Tunde Adebimpe from his brand new album, The Black Bolts, with Somebody New.
What on earth are you doing in that idiotic-looking outfit? And don't you dare call me Kate.
He's just ignorant.
And we're back. Who was that again? I love hearing that guy's name being said. Say that again.
I'll say it one more time. Tunde Adebimpe.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new solo album from him called The Black Bolts. No sign of the rest of the Inhumans. This is the guy from TV on the Radio, and the song is called Somebody New.
It's like a ASMR feeling I get from that name. Something.
Yeah.
Can't explain it. It's like a little tingly I get from when you say it. Speaking of which, I think Ramona, I may have found a sound that like taps into this proto. She's still only a year old, but I think it tapped into her proto ASMR response. And it's this Kim's nails against the textured wall in one of the rooms. If she goes, the baby goes, hey, like that. But the whole time you do it, hey, it's so weird. It's weirded us out. Because she never does that with anything else, but apparently that's a thing. All right, let's get Steven all up in here with his business. Oh, it's major spoiler, Scott. Don't spell Steven. All right, here we go. All righty, he's on his way, and we are on our way, and we got to play his thing.
And now, welcome Steven to the show. He's a huge freaking nerd.
Dollar bills, y'all.
He is a huge freaking nerd, and he joins us from Hays, Kansas, and the headquarters of MajorSpoilers.com. Steven, welcome back to TMS.
Hello, Scott. Good morning, Brian.
How are you?
Good morning.
How are things? How was your Easter?
It was Easter.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Do you do egg stuff? Your kids are too old, probably, right?
No. One of them is about to graduate 8th grade, and the other is about to graduate high school. So I threw them both a bag of Sour Patch Kids and said, "Happy Easter."
There you go. That's all they need at that age, right? I mean, the little kids we had over yesterday, they loved it. They were like, oh my gosh, I think I see one under the rocks. I'm going to get all dirty. And their parents going, no, that dress is new. Don't go under the it was one of those days, but it was great because I don't have to take any responsibility for anything. I can just throw candy. I put $1 in a few of these eggs and they were like, money? What? Like Van thinks he's rich now because he's got like $4. Oh, it's great. Anyway, well, it's good to have you here, Stephen. We're going to get right to it.
You.
Yeah.
It turns out we had a hell of a Star Wars time in the last few days.
Star Wars Celebration Japan.
Oh my gosh, good Lord.
Yeah.
So do you want to, I didn't make really any like list here.
Yeah,
so how do you want to do
I figured we'd start with movies, then go to TV shows, books, comics, toys, and then wrap up with the games.
Sounds good.
Hit them with a big thing, end with a big thing.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
What's on the movie side?
Yeah.
Mandalorian and Grogu coming May 22nd, 2026. This is going to be, the follow-up to the TV series. It's got all the same people involved. There were a couple of things that they did mention in this presentation.
We lose Stephen? We lost Stephen.
There is now...
Oh, there we go.
Now you're back. You're back. I think you cut out for a
There we
second.
go.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Am I back?
Just,
Okay.
Before you get too much
for
this is a movie, right? Not a
this is a full-on movie. This is not a TV series.
Mm-hmm.
So first thing, the opening sequence has a giant AT-AT walker. I don't know. Some people may call them AT-ATs, but those people are wrong. A giant AT-AT walker. That is a life-size, full-scale vehicle that they had to build for this movie because they're shooting this in IMAX. So you're going to be able to see the Mandalorian and Grogu in IMAX. Also, Sigourney Weaver is joining the cast as Colonel Bishop, who is an X-Wing
mechanic.
Dog trainer.
She paint X-Wing video game player.
Yeah.
X-Wing. There we go.
There he's back.
Yeah.
We lost you after X-Wing.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah, she's an X-Wing pilot. Let's see if I stick around this time. And then also, for people who are fans of Star Wars Rebels, Zeb is making his live-action appearance as the Mandalorian's sidekick in this movie.
That's cool. I thought his sidekick was Grogu. I guess he doesn't have Grogu right now.
Well, I mean, Grogu is Grogu. No, I mean, wherever Grogu's at. We'll have to find out when we get to the TV shows in a minute.
Yeah.
The other one that was announced, the big movie, a year later, May 28th, 2027, Star Wars Starfighter from director Sean Levy and starring Ryan Gosling.
That feels like, what that feels like? That feels like they're getting back. Oh, okay, so they were going to do the Rogue Squadron thing, and then it got canceled. The Wonder Woman director was supposed to do it, and then she quit, or I don't know how it all worked. And then we were all left going, well, crap, we're never going to get like our pilot cool, thing, either Rogue Squadron based on the books or something else entirely. This sounds like the something else entirely that's still set in Fighter Town. So that's cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. It takes place 5 to 6 years after the rise of Skywalker. So this isn't a prequel or a sequel. It's its own standalone thing. Most of the movies historically have been about the Skywalker stuff. Both Mandalorian and Grogu and Starfighter are a break from that. So that may mean there's a new direction that everybody wants to go. And so we've got 2 movies back-to-back coming up. Now, some people may be asking, what about James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi? Or what about the new Rey, the movie with Daisy Ridley? Or the Taika Waititi movie? Or the Simon Kinberg movie? As far as what Lucasfilm said, they said those are all still in development. It's just Star Wars Starfighter had such a good story, and it was as close to go into production as everything else that they're like, we're greenlighting this now, and we're going to get it out as quickly as we can.
All right. Well, I mean, look, everything you've said so far is exciting.
It's better, Scott, when we look at TV shows.
Oh, well, let's get into that because my biggest beef with these events is that it really is hype happy. Like it's real good hype. And then later you're like, oh yeah, that old Republic thing they tried to do wasn't very, we kind of get disappointed. So I'm hoping on the TV front, there's some stuff that we're going to get excited about. So tell me about
Andor
those.
Season 2 drops tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
Well, the start of it, right?
From what everyone says, this is awesome. That this show is going to be great. So what's happening is 3 episodes a week. They all drop at the same time. Essentially, you are getting a full-length movie every week with each week jumping, I think it's 1 or 5 years ahead. I think it's just 1 year ahead with the ending of the final week 4 weeks from now, leading us right into Rogue One. But everyone is just like, no, this is something you can't miss.
Okay. I'm excited about that because that first season, still high point of Star Wars for me. I'm freaking.
Oh yeah. No, it is great.
Yeah, I think that for me it has been the best best of the TV shows. I love Mandalorian, but for me, Andor just hit in a way that Mandalorian didn't. So I'm so glad. And this will be an easy sell for Tina, because if I say, yeah, each night is its own little self-contained, not really self-contained, but its own movie, and if it jumps forward, it's less of me saying, well, let's wait until everything comes out and then we'll binge the whole thing. It's like, no, we'll watch one movie a night.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's almost an anthology with some connected threads, which is kind of cool.
And part of the story, from my understanding, is they didn't think that they could carry this out for 5 years, 5 seasons. So they're just like, okay, we're going to encapsulate 1 year in everyone's story into 1 week or 3 episodes of Andor season 2, and I'm pretty sure that will be the end of Andor.
Yeah, they keep saying in the promos I've been seeing on social media and stuff, they make a big deal about saying, don't miss the final season of Andor. They keep saying that. So I think that
may be because people may be a little busy with a lot of other movies that they have under their belt. So maybe harder to bring some of those people back.
And I'm okay. Look, if Andor ends up sticking in history as one of the great TV Star Wars efforts of all time, and this is where it ends, that's fine with me. Don't bleed it. Don't over milk it.
Right.
Just let it be what it's supposed to be. Let it be awesome, and then let it sit. So good enough.
Yeah. Speaking of one that maybe people aren't as excited about, Ahsoka season 2. I thought Ahsoka season 1 was fine. I was fine with it. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Hayden Christensen is returning.
Nice. Good.
So we'll get to see him, as well as Admiral Akbar taking on Thrawn.
Sweet.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. So if you remember how season 1 ended,
that's right.
There's a big moment where you're going to see some people coming in and saying, oh no, Thrawn is back. We need to deal with Thrawn and that giant ship of his.
I want them on a 1-1 hand-on-hand thing. So he throws a trap at him and it hurts him. And he goes, what is this? And he'll say, it's a trap. That's what I want. If they don't do that, then what are we even doing? You know?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're hoping will happen.
Yeah, so I got a question about that, though. There's also, they had to recast Ray Stevenson, who died.
Yes, so I forgot to write the notes down. I forget who the actor is. They have recast him with somebody.
It's the Hound.
Who is replacing the character.
Yeah, it's the Hound from, I don't remember his name, but the Hound from Game of Thrones.
I was going to... thought you said Baskerville, but okay.
No. No, not the Hounds of Baskerville. No, the guy who, I forget his name, but the guy that played the Hound, he was also in Hot Fuzz that said Yarp every time.
Yeah.
That guy.
From the reports that came out, he was very involved in making sure that they're paying homage to the original actor, as well as making sure that the character is going in the right direction for this.
Okay, cool. Rory McCann, that's his name. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. Nothing wrong with that.
What do you guys think of Maul?
Oh yeah, the cartoon.
This looks very interesting.
Yeah. So Maul Shadow Lord comes out in 2026. Sam Witwer will return to voice Maul. He was the voice in Clone Wars and Rebels and all that. And really, Maul has a very interesting arc through all of that, including Solo, the standalone story where Maul shows up at the end as the head of the Red Sun, Black Sun, I forget which one. But this takes place about a half a year after the Clone Wars, and he is dealing with what happened after getting his butt kicked by Ahsoka at the end of Clone Wars. And supposedly, again, rumor is that a lot of what George Lucas had planned before selling to Disney, a lot of his ideas are in this TV show.
Oh, that's cool. Also,
so
you know what?
You may want to check that out.
Here's what. So there's two things that can be true at the same time. One,
yes,
he's the coolest character to come out of the prequels, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they killed him way too early, or quote unquote killed him too early.
Right.
Second of all, I think it'd be funny if this show had him wheeling around on some like cart before his two halves got put back together. So he was just like pushing around.
Yeah.
Darth Rascal.
Yeah, Darth Rascal.
There is...
Oh, I love that idea. Darth Rascal. Anyway, it won't happen.
When he makes his return in Clone Wars, he's kind of got one of those spider lower halves.
Yeah.
Until he gets his robotic lower half.
I love the spider, the little spider legs he's got.
Yeah.
Do we know who's doing the animation on this? Like, is it I mean, my dream would be it being the dude who did like Samurai Jack and stuff like that, because I think Maul would lend himself perfectly to a...
I don't know if this is 3D or 2D, to be honest with you. And
Oh,
so if
right.
it's 3D, my guess is they're going to keep it within the Clone Wars and Rebels design because they probably already have the models already made for that. So, but yeah, I don't know about that. But speaking of samurais, Star Wars Visions Volume 3 drops October 29th of this year. For those of you that don't know what Visions are, it's like, what if we gave a bunch of people just the do whatever you want in the Star Wars universe, completely re-envision things, change it around, a lot of manga and anime influence.
Oh,
and that stuff.
Oh,
so we're getting a new series of that coming on in October on that. And then in 2026, spinning out of one or two of the Visions stories is Star Wars Visions The Ninth Jedi, which follows Kara and Juro's adventures continuing from those short installments. Now that will probably be 2D, and if you're an anime fan, if you haven't watched Star Wars Visions, you really should. These things are like 8 minutes a piece, something like that. So it's almost like Love, Death, and Robots, but not as violent.
Love, Death, and Star Wars, basically, yeah. Real short things, but very much, like you say, very much more anime influence. There was one with a samurai Luke versus samurai Darth Vader in a little Japanese village-looking thing.
Yeah, so let's jump to toys really quick, because if you love that samurai version of that, Hasbro, it was only available at Star Wars.
Star Wars Celebration. Star Wars Celebration.
Star Wars, the black figure, the Ronin. Sorry, am I back?
No, you're good. You're back.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right, I don't know what's going on today.
Me neither.
But they have the Star Wars Black Series, the Ronin, and R5D56 that are based on that Visions episode. Those were only available at Star Wars Celebration, so if you want to get your hands on them, they're probably going to start showing up on eBay or other retailers that are out there, but you're probably going to have to spend double or triple to get your hands on one of those.
Jeez.
I'm going to guess that because how popular those Japanese influenced samurai-looking models were of stormtroopers and Vader and stuff were several years ago, the statues, that somebody's probably made versions similar styles in 3D printing that I could download and 3D print my own.
Oh, I'm sure you can. But if you go and see, we've got them on the Major Spoilers website.
Oh, cool.
Hasbro has a bunch of other figures that they announced during Star Wars Celebration 2, but I'm sure everyone already has their Chewbacca and Han Solo figures, so I don't think you need any more of those.
The important question is, did they release another C-3PO? Because I was really hoping that we'd have another version of C-3PO.
One of those yet.
Yeah, sound like it's not going to happen.
No, but they tend to release at least one of those every couple of years. So they did release a new Tauntaun that is covered in fur. So if you,
Look at this shot though. Look at this shot of Raylan Givens. What's his name in his outfit?
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah.
It was really funny to me.
I thought for a second I saw that, I was like, did they make a skinny George Lucas action figure?
I know. I mean, he's a lot more gray in that role than I remember, but it's just something funny. I don't know why that's so funny. It actually looks like him. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Anyway.
On the book side, the High Republic series has been going on for several years now, and now they are into phase 3, which I believe is the latest and last phase of the High Republic book series, or I guess I should say experiment, because each of these phases that Star Wars announced, it starts with a book, and the High Republic phase 3 from Charles Soule, Trials of the Jedi is the name of it. That'll come out later this year. And then, of course, they have comic books, toys, and other things that all tie into that. And over on the Marvel side, Kevin Scott is wrapping up the Phase 3 series with Fear of the Jedi and the upcoming one-shot, The Beacon. The Beacon comes out in July, I want to say. And then for those that are manga fans, if you're a fan of Timothy Zahn's 2017 Thrawn novel, it's getting a manga adaptation by Man Sang. So if anybody wants that, go check that out.
That's awesome. That's cool. People love the Timothy Zahn books before, and then after all the dumping of the canon, and they got to do it again. People are like, "What? Yeah, dude."
It surprises me that with the popularity, and I think Timothy Zahn did the Shadows of the Empire book, right? That they haven't. Nobody's tried to adapt that into anything besides the video game, right? Like there hasn't been. You think that would be easy fodder for like an animated series, or
wasn't it all tossed? It was all tossed as canon.
A lot of that was wiped away.
Oh, was it? It's non-canon now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the books pre whatever that time was were all people and people were mad. Like people were really.
They are. Yeah. Under the minds I had to be because Luke and Leia get down to some stuff in there that brothers and sisters shouldn't be doing unless you're a Lannister.
Yeah.
But but seeing the Dash Rendar action figure reminded me of that. It's like, oh yeah, that was such that was a fun video game too. Like I really enjoyed the game and the book.
Yeah, those are good. Those are high times, I think, in the extended universe. But
speaking of games, let's get to the two big game announcements. First of all,
right into that, didn't I?
Yeah. How many of you love your Fortnites?
Not. I mean, this one's I'm not as interested in, but
okay.
It's all right.
So there's a fan theory that's been floating around for years that Jar Jar Binks is actually a Dark Jedi, Darth Jar Jar. And so in this Fortnite expansion, their event that's coming up, Darth Jar Jar Binks joins the fight, and the original voice actor is doing the voice for that in the upcoming Fortnite game. This is going to be a 5-week event for people to get involved. It starts off with the Imperial takeover on May 2nd, then the Pull of the Force on May 8th, Mandalorian Rising on the 22nd, Star Destroyer bombardment on the 29th, and then everything wraps up with Death Star sabotage on June 7th. And that's going to have a larger in-game narrative. I know the last time that I was actually interested in Fortnite was when they shut down the world and rebooted it. You guys remember that like 5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah.
And everybody was watching just the world shut down and watching a blank screen until it rebooted. With the last installment of this called Death Star Sabotage, I wonder if they're getting ready to reboot Fortnite again.
Could be. I mean, that game has basically become the commercial equivalent of what was it? What is it? Battle of the Network Stars in the 70s. It's kind of that.
Yeah.
It's just every IP lines up and says, "Yep, we'll do Fortnite."
Yeah. So one of the things in this, you will be able to pilot either as an X-wing or a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
And then you can get a Mace Windu skin, so you can play as Mace Windu. But you have to have that's a purchase thing that you have to do.
Right.
So be looking forward to that starting May 2nd. And then the one that I am most excited about, which I think you guys are too, Star Wars Zero Company, AE, Star Wars Tactics, AE, XCOM meets Star Wars. I am super excited about this.
Yeah, this got leaked a little bit. We talked about it on Core it was either 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So some of it got leaked, but we didn't know much. It was just, it kind of looked like it was probably a tactics facing game. And that's about all we knew. And we saw
the trailer.
Well, since, yes, but at the time there was a bounty hunter and I forgot his name. It's not Mando.
His name is, so the game takes place at the very end of the Clone Wars.
Right.
Players get to play Hawk, a former Republic officer who commands an elite squad of
coffee drinking.
Authentic story set in the twilight of the Clone Wars.
Got it.
Yeah, you get to play a cunning up operative through this thing.
Yeah.
And so apparently on your team, you're going to have Jedi, you're going to have troopers, you're going to have a bunch of other people playing. You'll be able to control in this.
Yeah.
So I think people are going to be super excited about this.
Oh, I'm beyond stoked. I mean, XCOM and that whole just tactic games in general are my jam. I freaking love that.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
if you guys haven't played some of the tactics games that are out right now, there are some really cool games. And
you're a huge fan. I always forget how into this subgenre you are. It's
I
like,
really am.
Yeah.
Turn-based tactics are just like, I love it now. It's just my.
What was that? Gaslight game? What was that called?
Lamplighters League.
Lamplighters League. You were you were the first person I talked to who was actually like into that before I had even heard of the damn thing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, then they shut it down.
Yeah,
I know graphics on that thing were so good.
It was, and that was all Unreal Engine, I believe, is what they did everything in. So this one, Star Wars Zero Company, comes in 2026. Doesn't say when in 2026, but it's going to be available on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and S consoles. No Mac version, so that's a downer. My guess is because it's on all three of these, it's going to be a Steam release, but they don't ever say Steam, which means it might be available on your Steam Deck.
My guess is it will. Well, it'll be available on Steam, that I'm sure of, but whether or not it'll run well, I mean, we'll see, I guess. A lot of these things come out and surprise
I guess the
me.
biggest problems with the tactic games on Steam Deck is The text is so damn small.
Often, yeah.
And
a good example of that working really well. There are good examples of that, but like I know a lot of people slept on it. But the Gears of War tactics game Microsoft made, so freaking good, and it does suffer from a little bit of old guy small text on Steam Deck, but it's not too bad. And you can actually increase it in the settings. That is a fantastic game on the go. It's so good. That's a great tactics game.
Yeah. A new one that is just out is Chains of Freedom, and that one is pretty cool. It's kind of post-apocalyptic. Go around finding a cure for kind of like a disease that's ravaging everybody. It looks really, really cool. I haven't had a chance to play that. France 44 is a World War II tactics game. There's just a lot of cool tactics games that are hitting right now.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. This one you talked about, Chains of Freedom, I have my eye on. I haven't grabbed it yet, but it looks rad. Pretty dark, though, isn't it? Like kind of a...
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Twisty pants. Anyway, I'm in on these things. And Star Wars, hey, why not? Perfect time to do it. Throw me a cool Star Wars grenade. Shoot me a cool Star Wars gun. You got Star Wars robots to blow up. What else can you ask for? I don't love the end of the Clone War era, though. It's not my favorite time period in Star Wars, but I can make it work. It'll be
well, because the only other thing that can happen is you play as a trooper during the Empire time, and that's not cool.
No, it's not cool, is it?
Yeah. So
it's a little rude. It's a little rude.
It's a little on topic.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of agree. I tend to agree. Well, that's great.
I guess the last big thing, Star Wars Celebration, it's every 2 years. So the next one, 2027, takes place in Los Angeles for the 50th anniversary of Star Wars.
Nice. It's a great place to do it. Cool. 50. Holy shit.
Get
First
your
one was
tickets
here in Denver, and I get to go to that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You loved that, right? It was a good time.
I did. Yeah, it was great. It was before the prequels came out, and so everybody was really excited about the prequels and buying action figures, and I bought a really cool episode 1 sweatshirt that I still have that's like, oh cool, this movie's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And Anthony Daniels ushered me to seats to watch the presentations and stuff. It was great.
Was he wearing his gold leg? Or no, silver leg,
not.
I guess.
Red, wasn't it?
Was it red leg?
Arm.
Red arm?
Red arm.
Silver leg, that's right.
That's right, silver leg, red arm, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got to keep making figures.
That's right.
He was not wearing any of that. He was wearing a nice button-up shirt and Dockers.
Nice. Very nice. Well, Steven, this is all good stuff. We're all big fans, and we cannot wait for more. If you want to keep track of a lot of this stuff in the pop culture, comics, TV, movie world of Star Wars, I would bookmark majorspoilers.com. Is there anything specific going on over there you'd like to tell the people?
Well, if you go over to our Patreon page, we got a free book club thing that we do every month. So it's absolutely free. You don't have to join the Patreon. Just go over to patreon.com/majorspoilers. This past month, we did The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And this month, we'll do our full wrap up at the end of the month is Slow Horses, which is what the Apple TV series is based on that book. And people are more than happy to listen to our discussions about that for free over there.
Nice. The show is awesome, and I've heard really good things about the book. I should check that out.
They just finished filming season 6 of that. So
nice. Bring it on.
Yeah.
That show's awesome.
Yeah.
Steven, take it easy. Eat all that Easter candy yourself, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, may the force be with you.
I know. Oh, he forgot to tell us to drink a lot of water. That's fine.
And with you. May the hydration be with you, is what he meant to say.
Yeah, may the big H be with you. Thank you, Steven. It's always good to talk to him. We are just about out of here. A reminder that today at 1 p.m., Carter and I will be doing a show. You never know. I might learn a new sex move on the show with my daughter. Freaking geez Louise, that thing.
The double peace symbol means something. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's still going around.
Of course it is. It's the new Cheeto, Chester Cheetah.
I didn't expect it to hit, but it did. Anyway, we'll be doing that again. That's right. Today, 1 p.m., frogpants.tv. Also on Twitch if you want to watch us today. Also, Play Retro today at 4, like I mentioned with Dunaway earlier. We're going to be talking all about cool stuff, so check that out. That is going to do it for us, I believe. Frogpants.com/TMS for all your needs. If you got any last second questions about tickets to Vegas, if you haven't picked yours up yet, you still can. If you haven't gotten your swag yet, I would recommend hurrying because the swag is flying off the shelf. It's going very quickly. All of that at frogpants.com. Just click the store link. And, of course, all things Vegas, tms.vegas. It's all there for you. Brian, you got anything else before we go?
Sign up for things. Take a look at the schedule. If you haven't even looked at the schedule, take a look there. We're just excited. This is going to be a fun week as we count down the days to the big event, and looking forward to it.
Yep.
Stuff is coming together on my side. A bunch of things that we need for Taskville just arrived at Hammond's house over the weekend.
Oh, good.
That he's going to be driving to Vegas because I don't have room to bring stuff.
Perfect way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hammond, if you're listening and you need any extra, we don't have a ton of room, but I can fit some if he runs out. I don't know how much stuff he has, but
I think it's just him because Stacy's going to be flying to Vegas.
Oh, she's going but flying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Ryan, let's play a song and get the F out.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's get to a request that came in from Daryl in Ohio. Dear Spock and Bones, I first heard this song while visiting Newfoundland, and it got stuck in my head for the entirety of the trip. That was several years ago, but this song will still pop into my brain unbidden from time to time. For my birthday this year, I would like to request it so it can get stuck in all of your heads as well. No Star Trek reference here. It was just the first S&B I thought of, and I ain't got time to be clever. Thank you for everything you do. Signed, Daryl in Ohio.
I love that.
Awesome. Spock and Bones is a great one. Good choice. This is, we've usually the Great Big Sea cover request we get. We've already played recently. There was the one that Jeff Sire requested last month. This one's great. This one I hadn't heard. The song is called Excursion Around the Bay, and the performer is Dorina Harvey. She's covering Great Big Sea, and this was on her self-titled album, the Dorina Harvey Band, from 2013. This thing rocks. Enjoy it. Here is Excursion Around the Bay.
See you guys tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness gracious. These shows are so contagious. Find more goodies at frogpants.com.
I hope I'm not disturbing you too much. No, but you're disquieting the fish.
Disquieting the fish.